Hello, Igraasp. Welcome back to your weekly news capsule. The meaning of compassion is beautifully explained by Nelson Mandela. He said, "Our human compassion binds us to one another, not in pity, but as human beings who have learned how to turn our common suffering into hope for the future." So let's be more compassionate, because a small act of compassion can make a difference in someone's life. Today's news highlights are: PM Modi inaugurates India's most modern railway station in MP. Indian brothers Vihan and Nav Agarwal win International Children's Peace Prize. IIT Bombay team wins $250,000 in Elon Musk's carbon removal competition. Debris from Russian space missile test puts space station crew in danger. Disney wants to become the happiest place in the metaverse. Oxygen on Moon's surface may keep billions alive for 100,000 years. Snoopy to fly to Moon on NASA mission as zero gravity indicator. Australia beats New Zealand to win first men's T20 World Cup title. And our stirring F2 segment. Now, let us begin with news from our country.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi has inaugurated the new railway station, Rani Kamalpati Station in Bhopal, Madhya Pradesh. The station has been completely revamped and, according to the PM, has facilities similar to that of an airport. The entire project was a collaborative effort between public and private investors at a cost of Rs 450 crore. The infrastructure has also been designed as a green building and is accessible to those who are physically challenged. We personally cannot wait to check this train station out.
Two teenage brothers from New Delhi, Vihan and Nav Agarwal, won the prestigious International Children's Peace Prize Award last week. Vihan and Nav, aged 17 and 14 respectively, developed an initiative wherein close to 1,500 homes and offices have begun to segregate their waste so that many items can be sent for recycling. The brothers said that their main inspiration for starting this initiative was the worsening air quality all over the city, since close to 1/3 of Delhi's pollution is caused by the burning of trash in landfills. We congratulate both the brothers, and their example illustrates that you are never too young to make a change if you work hard enough.
The Indian Institute of Technology in Bombay has won a grant worth $250,000 from the Xprize Foundation, which comes under Elon Musk. The student team, composed of Srinath Iyer, Anvasha Banerjee, Srishti Bhamare and Shubham Kumar, presented their ideas to the panel present at the COP26 meeting of leaders to help develop technologies that will aid in carbon dioxide removal. The team had created tri-modular technology that could potentially aid in large-scale CO2 removal. We wish the team the heartiest of congratulations and hope to see their brilliant work continue to succeed.
A weapons test from Russia has blasted a satellite out of the orbit and causing space debris to spew in the direction of International Space Station, endangering the lives of 7 crew members. The United States military has stated that the debris could be floating in the orbit for more than a decade, posing a risk to human spaceflight activity. In general, Space debris is a growing problem as thousands of satellites are being launched into the space, with them populating the orbit more frequently than they are being removed. We must find a solution to these problems as fast as we can, and we should not litter the space as well.
Tech companies are starting to invest in a new virtual technology called the metaverse. One such non-tech company that is doing this is actually Disney, with the company's CEO Bob Chapek saying that the entertainment conglomerate is preparing to make a technological leap into virtual reality. While not so many details were given, Disney envisions this leap as an extension of its streaming platform Disney+, which it hopes will revolutionize storytelling through three-dimensional metaverse. What do you think about this virtual metaverse? Let us know in the comment section down below.
Igraspers, we have lately seen huge advancements in space travel with several billionaires investing in the space race. The Australian Space Agency and NASA have also recently made a fascinating discovery, with them finding oxygen bound to the moon's surface, which could be enough to sustain billions of humans for over 100,000 years. The catch, however, is that to access this oxygen, a lot of work needs to be done to extract it from the moon's rhizosphere. There are currently programs being built to allow for the bringing back of moon rocks for further study on Earth. This is truly a fascinating discovery. Won't you agree, Igraspers?
The famous comic strip dog Snoopy is all set to make his debut in space. Created by legendary comic writer Charles M. Scourge, Snoopy will be outfitted with a custom orange flight spacesuit as he zooms across space. Since there are no astronauts on board, the stuffed toy of Snoopy will help aid in providing a visual indicator where the spacecraft has reached the weightlessness of microgravity. Are you a fan of the Peanuts comic strip? Let us know in the comments section below who your favorite character is.
The Australian men's cricket team won their first ever T20 World Cup by defeating neighbour New Zealand by 8 wickets in the final of the tournament. With 172 on the board, the Kiwis felt as though they had a competitive total to defend. The Aussies, however, had different plans, with half-centuries from both Michael Marsh and David Warner helping the team reach the total with 7 balls to spare. We congratulate the Australians on the victory and hope to see some more close matches between India and them soon.
A man from France has set the world record for standing on top of a hot air balloon at a peak altitude of 13,175 feet over western France. Remy Ourad broke his previous world record by quite a margin, going as high as 4,000 meters, much more than he had initially anticipated. The entire stunt lasted about 90 minutes and he live-streamed his daredevil self doing the stunt on Facebook. Now this is quite a feat. Wouldn't you agree, Igraasp?
The New York Marathon in USA had the unlikeliest participant, a duck wearing bright red shoes. Yes, you heard us right. A duck was seen running the marathon alongside humans in what is a bizarre and cute display at the same time. The duck's video was shared on the online social media platform Instagram and has been viewed over 1.8 million times. The duck was cheered on not just by bystanders, but even participants as well.
104-year-old woman in India's Kerala state gets 89 out of 100 marks in exam. A 104-year-old lady has managed to score 89 out of 100 marks in Kerala's literacy mission test. The state's education minister, V. Sikanmuthi, shared 104-year-old Kutiyama's story on social media, with many people all over India praising her great determination and infectious smile. The exam was conducted by the government's continuing education initiative, with Kerala having one of the highest literacy rates in the country. Now, that's quite impressive. Wouldn't you agree, Igraspers?
The word of the week is willy-nilly, which means whether one wants or not. You will have to study willy-nilly if you want to get good grades. The riddle of the week is, what has many words but never speaks? A book.
Can you guess who? This Indian track and field sprinter was the only Indian athlete to win a gold in 400 meters event in Asian Games and Commonwealth Games. He was awarded the Padma Shri in 1959 and Arjuna Award in 2001. Popularly known as the Flying Sikh, he broke his own 400-meter record in the 1960 Rome Olympics. You guessed it right, it's Milkha Singh. Did you know that he donated all his trophies and medals? These awards are now displayed in the Sports Museum of Patiala. Fancy a visit, Igraasp?
Did you know that sports have been played in space? The first sport to be played in space was golf in 1971 by an astronaut named Alan Shepard. Another astronaut named Edgar Mitchell is known of throwing a javelin on the moon. This event is often popularly referred to as the Lunar Olympics.
Quiz time! Which space mission is related to the popular Lunar Olympics? Send your answers to contact us at igraasp.com. Answer to the last week's quiz. Genoese adventurer named Captain Giovanni Battista Caviglia attempted to unearth the Great Sphinx of Giza in 1817 after it was found to be nearly buried in sand up to its shoulders. This certificate of appreciation is presented to Syed Tasir Abbas of St. Columbus School, New Delhi, for successfully participating in the weekly quiz on India's leading news capsule for tweens, Igraasp.
Dear iGraspers, this week we bring you stories of courage and valor by Chitra Sundar. These are real-life stories of amazing young men and women who battled for what they believe in. Here you can connect with many silly but brave characters like Shravan, Razia Sultan and Laurencia. They all are different but have one thing in common, their fearless nature. Read these stories and share your feedback and views at igraasp.com/iClub.
This brings us to the end of today's news session. When we give cheerfully and accept gratefully, everyone is blessed. So until we meet again, be kind to every being around you. Understand other people's pain, because every action of compassion is a step towards a better world. See you next week.